watching?
We are watching a very unique aircraft. We wanted to bring you, the good audiences who are here today, and this aircraft is unique, the only one in the world, and we brought it here for you to see today. It's a Jet Pitts special.
Yes, this is something that you can't buy. Rich had to build it, and it was a long process to bring this project to life.
Indeed, what you are seeing is 4 years of hard work. Richard bought the aircraft in various different parts, and then developed the engine, developed the wings, developed the tailplane, developed the rudder. But then he wanted more power, more thrust. We pushed the piston engine as far as we could, so the only thing to do then was to bolt 2 jet engines to the side of the aircraft to give the aircraft more thrust.
Yes, and the 3 engines together produce 1,700 pounds of thrust, which is around about the same as the aircraft weighs, so we'll see later on in the display, this Jet Pitts can hover.
The jet engines will use 60 litres of fuel in the next 10-minute display. The aircraft will reduce in weight quite substantially during the display. So at the moment, Richard is making the aircraft lighter, so the aircraft will be able to hover at the end of the display.
Now, Richard is enduring some quite extreme forces, anything up to 6 times the force of gravity.
Normal harnesses aren't sufficient in this aircraft. Richard is actually ratchet strapped, as you would see on the side of a lorry. We use big ratchet straps to hold his body to the fuselage so he can maintain control of the aircraft while upside down or going in various different G maneuvers.
So we're going to see a very interesting manoeuvre now. We'll see full power being applied to one of the jet engines, idle power to the other, and full rudder. And watch the aircraft as it cartwheels round its left wingtip twice. There's the first, and there's the second. Jet engines run on the same fuel as the piston engines.
This aircraft has 3 different tanks. We have the smoke tank for the smoke oil. We have the Jet A1 for the jet engines, but we also have the avgas fuel tank for the piston engine. So this aircraft has 3 separate tanks.
And now it's time to see the first of the hovering manoeuvres, so get your cameras ready. comes from a family of aviators. His father was a fast jet display pilot with the Royal Air Force, displaying the Hawker Hunter, the English Electric Lightning. And Richard himself is a former Royal Air Force pilot. He flew the Tornado.
Than when it started its performance, and now we have a much greater thrust to weight ratio, and the aircraft can certainly hover now well.
Yeah, so we're going to see that again any second now.
Not quite a Christmas tree, but it's not easy to do.
So this must be an extraordinarily expensive aircraft to design and construct and now to operate.
Indeed, it is a very complex aircraft. It's a very expensive aircraft to operate. And without the sponsors, Aerobytes, who are our sponsors for this season, we simply couldn't bring this aircraft here for you today. So we must thank Aerobytes, our sponsors, who greatly for this.
Yes, and we're about to see the Aerobytes logo, which is on the top surface of the aircraft, as Rich comes in for one of his trademark knife edge passes, and this is a fantastic photo opportunity. To point the nose vertical and climb and keep on going and going, but now we're about to see that Rich in the Jet Pitts can do the same thing. This is his final manoeuvre. He flies towards us, pulls up and climbs up towards the clouds. Richard Goodwin in the Jet Pitts.
And as he departs, I shall also depart. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
And I shall do likewise and hand you back to Indira and Chris. Thank you very much.
All right, that was fantastic. My favorite was that knife edge topside pass. Woo, good stuff.
Wel, toch wel heel speciaal. Toestellingen naar gebouwen, toestellingen normaal uitgerust natuurlijk met een course en een motor met schroef. Om daar dan nog twee kleine jetturbines aan bij te schuiven.